so that when you are going out from the colleges and you need some job, even though if you get some job and you want to be move forward, then LinkedIn will be the helpful for you guys. Sir,
Yeah. Sir, there are some questions in chat box. So I'll read for
I'm
you.
okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first question is it necessary to learn all the technologies?
No.
And yeah.
Okay, sir. I'll take one by one. So, guys, it is not necessary to learn each and every technology. The main thing is that you need to be know every technology at least as a basic part. And on one technology, you should be a master.
Correct.
See, you very clear on this part. Nowadays, you are a fresher. Okay, but every company say that my fresher should know all at least these technologies. So, like if I take example, IoT, AI, RPA, these things at least you should know that how this technology actually work. Not need to be a kind of a master in that one because it take a lot of time. It required a lot of experience. But if you know these things, the basic that how this can be done or how this can be implemented or how this can be worked, then it is easy for you to get into the market.
Hello, Atul sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. There is a very important question from mechanical students. How
Mhm.
mechanical students can get migrated in IT industry? What technology they should learn? Like,
Okay. So basically, if I understood correctly, basically from my perspective, mechanical students is the one who basically work on the machinery part, right? Correct me if I'm wrong here. Okay, or maybe
yeah.
you, because you are the mechanical students, you know that other than machinery also you have something to be work upon. So like I take example IoT. IoT needs everything. It needs your sensors, it needs your machines as well, and then it needs your technical stuff like big data, clouds as well. And by learning the IoT, you can move to the IT stream as well. So you have the good experience in the machines. You have the good experience in the that how to build that machine, how to integrate that machine, how to map that machine. Then you put your software skill, or you can take a help from the software guy or the software friends who can help you to build some softwares on that machine, and then you can be do that part. So if I take a normal example, nowadays what happened that we have a alarm like this. So as soon as the air there's some smoking things has been affected into the societies or into the campus premises. Okay, in that case the fire alarm has been started automatically. How this possible? Fire alarm is a machine, right? And we guys, the software guys, put some sensor into that particular stuff, and it become the IoT for me. So machine is the one thing. So you, the person from the mechanical side, can pick up that machine and understand that what I can put in this machine or the sensor something so that it can helpful for me. So maybe you can, what you can do if you have your on your farm basically, and you have the motor there. So you can connect your motor with your mobile phone, so that in the morning at 7 o'clock you just click one button from your mobile phone, and by the sensing, the water should be starting in your farm. This is the way you can be learn and grow into the mechanical with the IT combination.
Great.
Okay.
Uh, there
Okay.
is another question. Is there any career in automation for mechanical students?
Yes. Why not? So automation, see, robots are one of the example of the automation only. So that is a machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in these things that if you say, and don't be afraid about these things, that is any career in the automation or for the mechanical. So these are the fields where every domain is working at point of time. See, I am saying healthcare, one of the things, educational systems, finance, defense systems, every industry is using these technology, and the backbone is the mechanical actually. If you people not build up the laptops or the machines or the servers, then how we can be proceed further? So you can also do the automation from that particular perspective as well. And automation doesn't mean that you have to do repetition, you have to be just reduce the repetitive task. Automation, you can do anything. So like say that on my Gmail I'm getting approximately 20 mails every day which is a spam for me, and I don't want the pop-up for these particular things on my mobile phone. You can do the automation for the same. Mechanical students can do the automation. As soon as the water level of my tank has been filled up, it should be stopped. Automation is there. So you can put some sensor there, and automatically it can be done. So if the suppose if after if one if after 1 hour the water is not coming into the tank, it should give alarm to me. It is automation, right? So mechanical guys can do these things easily because they understand the machine in the better manner, and then they can use the better things into that particular stuff.
Great, sir. The next question is, which technology is used nowadays in the market? Like which technology is having a high demand?
um, I must say there's a no bifurcation at point of time. If you search on the Google, every technology is on the demand. It can be your IoT, automation, RPA, artificial intelligence. It's totally depend on your interest where you want to build up your career. So I'm not the right person, or I'll not say that my comment will be 100%, but yes, internet of the on the things, or automation or artificial intelligence plus machine learning is on the top into the market at point of time, because every industry want to automate to reduce the human efforts and want to go for the perfection state.
Okay.
And
The next,
sir, I
yeah.
have one question that is a privately pinged by Ujvala, simply about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is basically a cryptocurrency which is based on the blockchain. So blockchain is basically when you start any transaction, it is mainly for the currency part. When you transfer something from one person to other person, in that case, that technology has been worked. So nowadays, because Bitcoin is a digital currency, you cannot take it into the hands that Bitcoin. Like I have a note, I have the coins in my hand. So that is the hardware format. That is the physical format. So not hardware, physical format, which I can touch, I can see, I can feel. But Bitcoin is not that thing. Bitcoin is a digital format. So like your softwares, you cannot touch. So the same way Bitcoin you cannot touch. So to build that currency, we use the blockchain into the place, and blockchain work on the fundamentals called the hash, and hash is the fundamental of the data structure algorithm basically. So if you learn these things, you will get a little more idea about the Bitcoin.
Okay. There is one more question from mechanical student again.
Sure.
Many a times students get confused. Either they should get into production field or design section, and as they are not updated with upcoming technologies, so many times they get confused. What career path they should choose?
See guys, if I okay, I'll tell my example here. I'm not example, I'll tell you my story actually. So in 2005, when I completed my BCom, I'm a BCom pass out, and then I done computer science, and then I go to that IT industry. So when I done my BCom, I have the two options. I can go for the MBA, I go for the MCA as well. And luckily, I gave exam for the both, entrance exam for the both, MBA and MCA both, and I got the almost same rank in the both exams, and got almost same college into the for the same stream. But that's up to me that time where I have to be go. And with the God grace, I never regret on my decision now that why I opted MC, not the MBA. So it is totally on your gut feeling, I say. If you say that Atul, can you tell me what field I should pick up? I'm not the right person. I can guide you, which I did now. I tell you that these are the technologies available. I'm not a hardcore developer. If you can give me a normal example, can you write a program in C to add maybe do some a little different logic into the C programming? I cannot write a program. Very clear on that part. And maybe you can make a fun of things that he's having 12 experience, but he don't know technology. Yes, I don't know the coding, but I know the technology, that how the things can be working to the market. And with my experiences, I learned this thing, and now I am building my career into the particular domain part. So it is totally up to you guys that where you want to go. You can try one thing, that you can start learning 3 to 5 technologies in a parallel manner with the best interest, and then you can see that okay, in which field you're getting more interest, which gives you the more boost, which say your gut which your gut feeling is saying that to you, then it is easy for you to be move that particular field. That is the best answer I can give at point of time, that guys.
Great. Uh, Another question, like how electrical students can learn the technologies, which are the best site for learning data science and other technologies?
I give two examples. Swayam and the Coursera is the best sites at point of time, because even I visit to the Coursera as well. Plus LinkedIn also providing some free courses. I am not sure that how it can be get it basically, but LinkedIn also providing the free courses of the same. Plus, if someone say this is the best, I don't believe. If I say go to this particular site, don't believe, because sometime to learn a simple concept, I have to visit a lot of sites. Best thing, Swayam, Coursera, and YouTube. Best sites, guys. Google it, verify it, and go it. There's a no website. If you say that how I prepare this presentation, I visit approximately 100 sites, then I pick up as per my best feeling. I pick up these things. So for me, every site is very best site. So which side give you the best interest or best information? It is the best site for you for that particular time period. Otherwise, there's no best site as of now, sir.
Yeah. Second thing is, like it will be the last question. Will It's very interesting
Sure.
question, rather. Will AI, artificial intelligence, lead to increase the employment or decrease the employment?
Um, sir, after that, guys, I'll take another three questions as well. I already have three questions as a private window. Don't ping more questions now. So this will after this question, I'll pick up from the private window as well. Okay. So I'll not say that even though you are in the colleges at point of time, you are worrying about this thing. It is increase or decrease that employment. But being a technocrat, being in the industry, I think it is not going to be decrease anything in the employment things. It will give them more opportunity to learn more things. See, nowadays I need to spend half an hour to create a ticket into the system. Let's take example. But if this thing can be done by by my robot or by my automation thing, it means that half an hour is free for me, and I can spend that half an hour to research something else. That is the best thing. So don't take a thing into the mind that it will decrease the deployment. No, it will increase the chances for more research areas. That is the thing. If you take the thing on the positive manner, definitely you will be always happy. If you take the things on the um, negative, you will be always depressed. So if this is the thing, I say that no, automation is reducing the employment, I should not work on the automation. One day you will be out on the market. Better if automation is working for you, you have a time to spend something else. You can get a time something else as well, and start researching and learning new things. So don't say automation done, everything has been done. You have the data sciences, IoT. Other people are moving from earth to the moon. How they're moving? Because they automate the stuff. That is, they're spending a lot of time in the other stuff now. Do go for the searching part. So take this as a positive. Don't take as a the as of the in the bad manner. Okay. So the next one, that is basically okay. IoT help the increase the business automobile industry. Definitely yes. So now my car is automatic. I just click a button on my from my mobile phone, and the lights has been on, the AC has been on, the window has been slowed down into the my car. That is a simple this thing. And if you think that the accelerator is going very much high on the on into the your car, it give you siren beep. You did not put the seat belt, it will give you the siren beep. So these are things basically IoT, internet of the things, and these are the basic examples. You can put a lot of things on the things into that particular areas. Now that is what is data science exactly. Data science is the thing, you have a data, when you analyze that and you give you the valuable thing, it is a data science. And how to do that part is become the data science. So if I say that you want to search something in your house, so you have the different area. Let me search in master bedroom, living room, kids room, store area, my cupboard, mama cupboard, kitchen. So you have these areas. It means you have some data here. When you find something, it become, and when you get something from these areas, it become a data for you. The way to extract the meaningful data is become a data science for you. What is the how to start data science learning? Again, not best site, Google it or YouTube. What is the industry revolution 4.0, and what skills you suggest to adopt? already suggested the things in the presentation. You can pick up that things, and these are not only limited technologies, guys. Don't come with the thing that only these are the limited one. These are the few one, because the time constraint I cannot be telling each and everything. You have a lot of things to be learned on that part. For implementation of the AI based project, which language? Sorry to say, I have no answer of this point because I never worked on the AI. Again, it's a machine learning is one of the things you can be get it on the things part. NLP, natural language processing things you can be learned and you can put in the AI part. Out of these courses are useful electric field up to interest. IoT is one of the things I can say for the electronics guys can be fitted. One of the things, sir, what there will be security or privacy, AI and IoT, how to overcome it? See, security and privacy totally on the based on the way the application has been developed. Even someone says that Zoom is not the secure, but still people are using. But Zoom say that I am building it so much secure, so much privacy, so that your data should be remain with you. No, it should not go to the outside. So it's totally depend on the way, and these things you learn from the experiences, that how I can make my application secure and secure. So I take a normal example. If I want to log in from home on my personal laptop, it means I have to be logged in to my official email ID. I have the two level of authentication. First, one OTP come on my email, and second OTP come on my phone. And third, I have a software installed on my phone. By combination of that particular OTP and the software, I log into my system. So that is the security if they implemented. So it is up to the creator or the presenter basically that how much secure they want to build up their uh, application or the software basically. Okay, so guys,
Uh,
I done from my
so the
end. I
last
already pinged. So sure, sir.
last question, like what courses the mechanical engineering students should do to get into either in core industry or maybe in IT industry? So some advanced courses,
Mm, okay.
maybe like
See,
automation, IoT.
okay. These are the one thing. So I guess the person who asked this question, who pick up this term advanced courses, guys, my experience is if you want to go to the advanced level, then definitely we need to be start from the basics first. I read this story somewhere that to learn something big, you have to be start from the basic. In the initial days when we were the kids, our teacher tell us to write A, B, C, D. From A, B, C, D, we learn the words. Then we learn the sentences, and then we learn the paragraphs. And now we're writing a lot of things. So writing a lot of things is the advanced one. So the basic you can see at point of time the automation and the IoT best for the mechanical students, because these two things which require the combination of the machines at a point of time. So IoT as well, you need the machines, and you are the best people in the machines things, and you can put the software technology on the part, and you can learn the stuff accordingly.
Well, thank you very much, sir. It was really a wonderful session. On this note, I would like to conclude this session.
No worries. Can you hear me, sir?
Hello,
Yes, sir.
I'm audible.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, sir. Tell me.
sir, yeah. With a lot of efforts from our head of computer science, Professor Kumbhar, we have received yesterday 5,000 license, free license of Coursera for our
Very
campus.
good. Very good, sir.
So I appeal all the students, like you have a very good opportunity to learn Coursera on online platform, and that certificate has a lot of value in the market. So whenever you will be getting a notification from your head of the department, start registering and start doing those courses, because Coursera one certification costs 10,000 rupees minimum.
Agree. Agree, sir.
So
Agree.
one license cost 10,000 rupees. We have got it in a free of cost, and the credit goes to our HOD sir, Professor Kumbar sir. And
Okay.
Kumbar sir,
Great.
thank you so much for creating such a wonderful platform. As you took a lot of name of Coursera, so I thought to just bring it to the notice of the student. And
Thank
sir, thank you so much. Again, maybe once the situation gets normalized, we will be looking forward to have your session in the college. You are
Sure, sir.
really
Definitely.
doing a great work for the youth empowerment. You are contributing a lot for rural students' development. I really appreciate your valuable time, the way you presented. Thank you so much, and we'll be looking forward for a long and healthy relationship with you and between you and SVPM. So thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you so much,
Anybody,
sir. And thank you so much to
members
the
of,
staff and the students who participated in the session. So guys, you can connect me over the WhatsApp if required. You can connect me over the LinkedIn, and you can connect me on the YouTube as well, because regularly I'm posting a new technologies and the new services, technology courses as well on the YouTube. You can connect. And as sir told that now you got a Coursera licenses as well. So please take a benefit of that one. Stay home, stay safe, and start learning the things. Other than online learning, nothing is possible at point of time. Don't go out of the home. Learn and learn. And definitely we will meet in person soon, sir, once the situation will be very much fine. Thank you so
yes, sir.
much for the invitation, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
sure.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah.
much.